Hey guys, it's Brian the Impulsive Chef back with you for another cooking video. I had so much fun doing it the first time that I wanted to do another one. This time we're going to be doing a chicken and pasta dish, which is going to have a really delicious garlic butter sauce on top of it that I'm sure will be a big hit with you, your family, or whoever you want to make this for. I know it is here, and I hope you really enjoy it, so let's get going. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some chicken breasts. I like using boneless, skinless chicken breasts, but I also like using chicken thighs. But today we're going to use chicken breasts. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dice these up into bite-sized pieces. And the first thing you'll do is you'll slice the chicken breast in half, like you were kind of butterflying it vertically. And then take it from here, and we're going to cut. Going to cut these into strips and then cut them into bite-sized pieces here. These are going to go into my cast iron pan. That's what I like to use when I'm doing chicken pieces like this. Just like the way it cooks in there. You can use whatever you want. Any kind of pan is going to be fine. And as what you can see here is my pan. I'm going to use a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of this just to keep it nice and moist as it's in the pan cooking. I'm going to go ahead and do this other one now. So being of Italian heritage here, I love cooking different kinds of pasta dishes. I love making my own sauce, make Alfredo sauces, make red sauces, meat sauces, zesty sauces, sweet sauces, all kinds of stuff. But if you're looking for something that's easy to just kind of throw together, this butter garlic sauce you really can't go wrong with. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do one chicken breast at a time, just because I don't have a ton of space in this pan, so I'm going to spread these out a little bit more here, and we're going to put this onto the stove and get this going because this is going to take longer to cook. Then I'm going to start on the sauce. Alright, so now that we've got it in the pan, we've got it on the stove top, I'm going to season a little bit. I'm just going to give it a couple of quick grinds of salt, and I'm going to use some shallot pepper on here as well. That's going to be a nice mixing with the flavors of the garlic. I love using shallots, not using any in this dish, but love using them anyway. I'm going to turn this on to, right now we're going to go about a medium high. I'm going to use my bacon press. This isn't bacon, but this is new and I want to use it, so I'm going to use it. It's basically just going to keep pressure on the chicken, so it's going to keep it pressed down into the pan. It'll help it cook a little bit faster, let it brown more and more quickly. Alright, so now that we've got the chicken on the stove top, I also started a pot of boiling water. Well, water's not boiling yet, but started a pot of water for the pasta. Now I'm going to start on the sauce here, and we're going to start off by doing some mincing of some garlic. Now I'm using fresh garlic. You can use pre-minced, the kind that comes in the jars, bottles, whatever you want. Again, I just had this on hand, so I'm using it. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. I'm being kind of ginger with this knife because it is incredibly ridiculously sharp, and I don't want to cut a finger off on video. Great, it'll probably get me some views, but that's not the way I want to get them. So I'm going to dice this up here. So the sauce is going to be made up of garlic. I'm going to put some Parmesan cheese in there, butter. Let's see, what else is going into this? Some salt, some pepper. It's going to be pretty tasty. So I've got the garlic to the size I'm looking for on this. Here. I'm going to put 2 sticks of butter in here. That might seem like a lot. I'm actually going to be using it for something else I'm making tonight, so it's not all for this one thing here. I'm going to put some, go with a little bit of black pepper. We go with some garlic powder. And a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And this is just your normal shaky cheese you get in the grocery store. Nothing special. And now this is going to go onto the stovetop. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes of this the chicken cooking here underneath the bacon press. So I'm going to take the bacon press off. I'm going to flip the chicken over, and we'll see what's going to happen on there. So the chicken's nice, and look at that. Yeah, it flattened that out very nicely. I'm just going to flip it. And I probably should have turned that handle this way so I could actually grip the pan, but I didn't, so in the interest of not getting in front of the camera, I'll go ahead and do this. Now we are ready for a little bit more seasoning and then putting the bacon press back onto it. This isn't going to need nearly as much time for the second one. As it is most of the way cooked, I'm going to turn this down to just below medium. I'm going to eat this piece of chicken. Oh. Yeah, that's good. All right. So the sauce, as you can see, the butter is most of the way melted. I'm going to let this get a little bit hotter than it is. I've kind of been running it on medium heat on a burner that size, so it's not going to be boiling. You definitely don't want to be boiling your butter sauce. But I'm going to get a little bit hotter now that I've got everything mixed together. Let's see here. Go a little bit higher. So again, this has been on the stovetop for about 5 minutes. It's probably going to need a couple more minutes, and then that will be good. Looks like we're just about ready to be putting in some of the pasta into this, and then we'll be able to get everything together and go ahead and make a dish of this. So, alright, so now we've got the water boiling, which I'm not sure if I did this on camera or not. Use salt before it boils or whenever you're making it, so I did that, don't worry. We're going to toss some pasta in here. Now this isn't going to take very long to cook because this is incredibly thin pasta. All in here, which means there's probably going to be leftovers, which is good for my friends at work. So drop those into there. I'm going to, let's see, where did my thing go? There it is. Give this a little bit of a stir. I'm going to turn off the chicken. I'm going to turn off the butter. So everything here is done. We're going to give this a couple of minutes to get going, get it nice and al dente. Then we will be ready to plate. Alright, so we've got everything done. We've got the pasta off, we've got the chicken off, we've got the sauce off. And as I was getting ready to do this, we kind of saw that, hey, we've got some tomatoes, and those would be really good on there, so I'm going to add some tomatoes. These are just your plain old grape tomatoes. I'm going to cut them into quarters. I think that'll be a nice size for this to go along with the chicken, go along with the garlic and butter, and it'll be nice, nice color as well. So cut these up here. Now, so you guys might notice that the knives I'm using are like incredibly ridiculously sharp knives. They're called Shun knives. I don't know the exact models of these, but over the past couple of years my wife has gotten me some for my birthday and for Christmas and stuff like that, and they're awesome. And if you use them, you will never know why you used anything else. Yes, they're a little bit expensive, but oh my god, they're so totally worth it. Alright, so what we have here, got my tomatoes cut, I've got the pasta here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the sauce into the pasta. I'm going to get a spatula first. I have some of the Parmesan cheese settles to the bottom of this, which is fine. Put that all into the pasta. Get all that out. We're going to mix this all together. Get that butter and cheese all over these pasta noodles. I would rather do it this way than serve the pasta into a bowl and then pour the sauce on top of it. Because like I said, sometimes it settles a little bit and you'll get the cheese on the bottom. And I would much prefer to have everything kind of stuck to the noodles to serve it that way. All right, so we are ready now. Go ahead with our serving bowl. So the grand total of cooking and all of this stuff has been maybe about 15 minutes, maybe a touch longer than that, but it's kind of what you're going to expect for some sort of a meal like this. We've got our pasta in the bowl there. I'm going to get a spoonful of some chicken on top of here. Get our tomatoes in there. It does add a really nice pop of color. Then I'm going to top this also with some grated Parmesan cheese. I guess shredded Parmesan cheese, something like that. Very good on top. And then we will add just a little bit more color. This is parsley. It's not oregano. Oregano would not taste very good in this. So there you go. You got 15 minutes. You've got a butter garlic chicken pasta, tomato and Parmesan, and you're ready to go. This is a great, easy, quick, really quick meal. I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing this. Again, my goal in all of this is to show you that easy food doesn't have to be bad, and good food doesn't have to be hard. And you know, I love doing this kind of stuff. This, honestly, and this is real talk here, this is what I was going to make for dinner anyway tonight. Well, my friend said, why don't you just go ahead and record that? So here we are. Anyway, until next time, I'd love to hear any kind of comments, feedback, anything you have in the comments, or you can message me directly or whatever. I would love to hear from you. So until next time, everybody,